Yes, what's good, my beautiful people? You are most welcome to Ask the Dale podcast with me, Dale. Today, I want us to dissect into the trending situation that is really going on, the court issue between Bosmic team and KD Kristo. Both of them are the son of the soil. There's a quote that says was made by famous activist and a comedian, Trevor Noah. He said, "Traveling is the antidote to ignorance." When we have not moved, you might not know what is really happening. Travel around the world, tour. I'm not saying that none of them has not traveled, all of them have traveled. Yes, but I want to relate to a certain story that I want us to listen. Take your time and then you listen to the story. The story between the two brothers and in a land called Arando, you know. So I want you to be very careful and listen to my story. There was once a great nation called Arando, a land of mountain, river, and endless plain, where many tribes live under one flag. Among all the tribes, none was more admired and feared than the people of Avatar. It means Avatar were the strongest tribe in that country or in that land. The Avatar tribe had not an enough name through wealth or conquest. Their strength came from something far from powerful unity. From generation to generation, they believed that a single person could be broken, but a united people could withstand storm, famine, and even ambition of kings. They shared their harvest, defended one another in time of war, and celebrated each victory as as if it belongs to everyone, every member of the tribe. So here we are now determining unity. You are a security for your one another. So they were united. They created that bondage for each and every members of the Avatar as a tribe. There were there were other tribes in Arando who watched Avatar with growing concern. They did not hate Avatar because of its tradition or custom. They hated the tribe because they could not control it. Now, are you seeing that? Every proposal that threatened the community people was questioned by Avatar. Every injustice was challenged. Every attempt to control power in the hand of a few was met with resistance. So they were the strongest in that land, the Avatar, as a tribe. At the center of Avatar's influence stood two brothers, Aka and Velon. So the name is Aka and Velon. Though they were not brothers by blood, they had been raised together since childhood and were inseparable. Aka was the elder, calm, wise, patient. He spoke like a flowing river, slow but with no with that wisdom. You see that? You see that? With purpose. Velon, on the other hand, was passionate and fearless. He was a fire that inspired the young and gave courage to the weak. You see that? So he was the vocalist. But the other brother was very calm, and Velon was so vocal. You see that? So they all combined that strength together, you see, to strengthen the community of Avatar. Whenever Aka spoke in the council of tribe, Velon stood beside him. Whenever Velon rallied the people in the village, Aka ensured messages remain clear and disciplined. Tinene. So they were working hand in hand. The people loved them, and that frightened those who wished to rule Arando without a position. So everything was in system. Now, deep within the capital city, behind the wall of our grand palace, a great gathering took place. Representative from several power tribes met under the cover of darkness. The strength of our Avatar is not their number, said one elder. It is those two brothers. Aka and Velon. You see that? But on the two brothers who are so vocalist, Aka and Velon, are you seeing this point? So their plan now is to tear apart the brothers. You see? Tear apart the brothers. So that they become into two groups. You know, when people are divided, everything, conquering a community becomes very easy. And you know, get a damn tuke, eh? Remove one and the other becomes weaker. No another replied. Destroy their trust in one another, and Avatar will destroy itself. Silence filled the chambers as the uh, realization settled over them. War were costly. Assassination created matters, but division was clean. Division left no fingerprint. Tinene, this is now a psychological fight. Tinene, thus began what historian would later call the Great Fracture. That whisper appeared first. Now, so that one elder raised that concern in the meeting, so that it was an idea, a very strong one. A messenger approached Aka one evening. My lord, he said continuously, there are rumors that Velon seek to lead Avatar alone. Some says he believes your time has passed. Aka laughed. Velon? Never. He asked. So Aka was the eldest, remember, in that family. Velon was a little bit small, but though they were not a brother in blood. Tinene. Velon frowned. You speak lies. I pray they are lies. The messenger answered before departing. Month passed. The rumors became stories. The stories became accusation. Letter began appearing. Unsigned and mystery. Speeches were altered before reaching the public. Friends suddenly became infant. Trusted advisor quietly disappear and were replaced by men loyal, unseen masters. Tinene. So now the boat began to shake. Tinene. Let's relate it to this story. And the tribe is actually now. Let's take Avatar like actually now. I want us to listen to this story very well. Tinene. After all this fight, one newspaper claimed Venom intended to overthrow the council. Another claimed Aka had secretly accepted gift from a revival leader. Anonymous song spread throughout the village. Poet, are you listening? Poet composed verses mocking one brother while praising the other. Soon, even families were divided. Mothers argue with sons. Fathers stopped speaking to daughters. Friends across the street, rather than greet one another, they just pass. Yeah, pass. Mwachia. So these are the things that is really happening in our land. Divide and rule. I'm here the Tiki we guy. Where the pressure is coming from, we don't know. But we, as the Luo, when we are divided, it will be very easy to be conquered. So, unity, I always say this to my old friends, that what brings us together is more important than what separates us. When we are divided, it's very easy to conquer us. So, let's relate it back to what is really happening between Bosmic team and KD Kristo. So all these people have the gift of speech, and their strength, they're so vocal. If you are to translate it, if you are to keep flipping that vocal to fight for a genuine reason as a tribe, as a Chole, or a group, ethnic group as Luo, where will you be aiding? Can we take a type down in here, Chole, or take a type down in the land? How strong do you think we are going to be instead of fighting one brothers? So, all in all, this brief story this whole story indicate that when we are divided, it's very really easy for other ethnic to rule us or to separate us. So peace and love is what we want. We pray that all the court issue ends in peace. No life should be taken in these two parties. If you love the story, please comment and like, share to a friend. Thank you so much.